Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, today we're going to discuss the Black Hawk Haversacks. Now in the past, this haversack design of mine has evolved over time. It has changed significantly over the generations. The very first generation, the Mark I, had a folded tube for a sling on it, for the strap on it. That's commonly called the Mark I. The Mark II is the same basic design, except the strap is now a woven type of strap. And back during COVID, it got where it's very difficult for us to get a consistent one of that. So the Mark III is whenever we went to this nylon webbing. So that's the difference. And you're going to see some references when you're reading online and people are talking about haversacks and they say, I got a Mark I, a Mark II, or a Mark III. That's what they're referring to. The size of the haversack is, I believe, 12 by 14, rough dimension. On the back of it, you have a nylon loop down here at the bottom. This loop is used to put the handle of an axe or a hatchet or a machete, something like that. It's also a place where you can tie this to your thigh if you're using this haversack not as a shoulder bag but as a thigh bag, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And it's also a place to anchor a small bedroll like a whoopee or something like that to carry for an overnighter type deal. Along the top there is a carry handle by itself. This allows you to take the strap and hide it inside and have a very compact, easy to carry pack for getting it in and out of a vehicle without the strap hanging up. The strap itself has a pad on it. It's actually a pocket that you can slide small material into. You can put a file into it or something like that, or you may be able to put a bucksaw blade inside the strap, which is accessed right here and goes down through the tube of it. It is anchored on one side, and on the other side you have a double D-ring. I went with this because it's very easy to disconnect from like that. This allows the haversack to be adjusted easy for length. In the winter you're going to be wearing more layers, so the strap's got to lengthen out. In the summertime, shorter. Also, if I'm in very rough terrain, I'm having to jump over obstacles, I want to be able to shorten this strap up where I can put it right up underneath my arm and tuck my arm on it to jump and it not flop or hang up on something. So therefore it's an adjustable strap. This also allows me to take it and put it on my hip, run the strap around and go through a belt loop on the far side of your pants and hook back, and then wear this on your hip as a thigh bag. So you still got full access to it, but instead of it being hanging on a strap around your shoulder, it's now on your hip. May be preferred for certain types of carry. This haversack also integrates into my rucksack. It becomes the top flap for the rucksack, and in the video on the rucksack you will see that. So it's all one integrated system. I wanted the haversack to work with the rucksack and the sustainment pouches to work with it. All the units should interact and lock together to form whatever pieces of gear you need. Now, the Black Hawk haversack is this very haversack, except this is the upgrade. This is the Red Hawk. So I make a Black Hawk, a Red Hawk, and my niece Trinity makes a Cordura version of this haversack. We will get to it in a moment. The Red Hawk has two additional snaps right here on the flap. This allows it, when it's being carried in the top configuration on the rucksack, to anchor it down and keep it in position. It also means, like I mentioned with the strap, you can open it up, roll up and stick the carrying strap in, and then just simply snap it like this. It makes for a very compact, easy to carry pack. Even fully loaded, then see the stuff's not going to fall out of it due to the design and due to the snaps. In the top flap right here, we have a large pouch. This is a zippered pouch, and I use heavy-duty brass zippers. The material that this is made out of is ripstop factory waxed canvas. That's what it is, which means it's extremely water repellent, if not waterproof. You can carry water. All of my gear allows you to carry water. You can actually use this as a bucket to carry water in this haversack. The top flap, like I said, is very roomy and generous and has the zipper. On the front, we have 2 additional pockets with the same type brass zippers. The pocket is like 2.5 to 3 inches deep, more than big enough to put like knives or small accessories into. And then in the lower pocket that's just slightly bigger. This is big enough to carry like a small fire kit, which is the way I do it. Onto it. The top flap, when you are wearing this and you open it in, so the strap would be right here, and you would fold it inside the strap. That would then give you access to this pocket, the main body, and the 2 outer pockets all at the same time. Nothing falling out, everything has got its place, and you can simply reach in and access whatever you need. Another feature of the haversack is that when it's closed, where the strap has been put, it's actually below the lip of the bag. Now what that means is this part of the bag folds over like that to kink the top of the bag closed. Many haversacks have a gap right here, and that means that when you lay it down, small things fall out of it. With my haversack, they don't, because it actually kinks over the top and keeps your gear. Also, whenever you take a unexpected dunking and slip and go hip deep into the water, yes, water is going to leak in, but that initial flood doesn't happen. One of my subscribers, using one of my haversacks, accidentally slipped off of a log and fell chest deep into a creek. It took him like 3 or 4 steps to get out. He expected everything to be soaked, but when he got up on bank and he opened up his Blackhawk, it was relatively dry. Yes, there was a little bit. It said less than a shot glass worth of water got in it, and it had been underwater fully for 15 seconds or 20 seconds when it happened. So therefore it does slow water getting in, a big advantage. Now, the same features are present in the Cordura. It's simply for those of you who don't like the wax canvas and would prefer Cordura. We also sell a Cordura version. It has exactly the same features, the strap, the lower attachment, and then the 2 connections. And it is also available in a Blackhawk and a Redhawk. This one is the Redhawk, which has plastic zippers instead of the brass down here for very smooth, easy running zippers. Notice that it's all going left to right, because right-handed people usually prefer that way to open and close. All the angles are available. Everything is right there and set for you to get into. Now, and the snaps on both bags are on little tabs. These get them out of the way when you're not using it. That way, if you want to just leave it unsnapped for ease of access, so I can open it up and be able to get it quickly and not have to unsnap it, you can. The advantage of them folding out of the way, they're not sitting there going tick, 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 tick as you're walking. Okay? On the Cordura version, we have an adjustable nylon strap with a large Fastex buckle for quick and ease. Again, this can be run around the waist and done as a hip bag if you prefer. At this time, the prices of the bags are: a Blackhawk is $85. That's this bag without the extra snaps and the 2 front pocket zippers. The Redhawks are $100 because of the additional zippers and the additional features. If you would like either one of these, look down in the description box and I will give you my current contact information, and I will send you a list of the current prices, etc. At this time, shipping in the United States is covered under that price. So for $100, you get a Red Hawk haversack, and that's total price, shipped to you within the continental United States. For overseas orders, there will be additional charge for the additional shipping, and we'll discuss that at that time. Thank you for your time, thank you for your support, and I hope you will contact me and would like one of these products. Till next time, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day.